Anyway, Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here once again on YouTube.com/G Thompson, the Synful Blaq Entertainment page. As you can see down the bottom, we added a new graphic. I am Big Sin, as it says right there. I am joined by Hollywood J Black. He's somewhere around here. If you're watching us on Facebook, you see him already.
Yes. You see me live. What is up, America? This is your boy, Hollywood J Black, bringing you live in effect on both YouTube and Facebook. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful day. It's the last day of 2017. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Off the Rails.
So what that means, we have some daytime drinking going on because I, for one, have to work tomorrow.
Possibly, yes. You have to work tomorrow, so do I. Well, actually, no, I'm off tomorrow, so ha-ha!
Yeah, so go fuck yourself, Mr. Black.
Hey, it's a long road ahead. Anyways, as we know, this can't be off the rails without any alcohol involved. So, Mr. Sin, what do you got to bring to the party today, sir?
Well, right now, today, I am bringing a fresh batch. See it on Facebook, and now you see it on YouTube, unopened, of Larceny Bourbon. I heard this shit is bomb, so it better be.
I'm pretty sure it is. The bad news and good news is I cannot drink heavy because I have to prepare for my drinking for the night. So we had what we had to call a bad batch, not a bad batch, but a not so great batch of Jello shots. Jello shots. Anyone? We about to get lit. So let me take my shot first because this thing's leaking on me.
I am opening my bottle.
All right, sir. You handle your business. I'm going to take this shot right now. I can't have a leak anymore, so.
All right. You want to know what the best? You want to know what the best noises in the world is?
What?
The popping of a cork out of a fresh bottle of booze.
I thought you were going to say the popping of a woman's virginity. I was about to be saying, hey, wait a minute. Hey.
All right, so shot number one being poured.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about it, sir. We always said that our first topic of the day, we're going to be talking about the NFL. It is Sunday, so it's football Sunday.
And bam. It should change up here in a second. Come on. It can do it. The Hangouts is like, I don't want to do this shit right now. But yes, Amanda, yes, we are doing the live stream on both. We didn't ignore your question. We were just opening alcohol. Oh, did you? Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this shot real quick. Salud.
Salud, sir.
Ugh. Ay, Chihuahua.
Madre Chico.
All right, that tasted rather good.
All right, that's something that we're going to have to try then.
Yes, sir. Okay, so as you can see in my tagline down there, our first topic is NFL Week 17, the big picture.
Yes.
So we have a lot of playoff implications today. The New England Patriots can clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs for the win over the New York Jets.
Yes.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have already clinched the first-round bye, but today they are benching both Ben Roethlisberger and Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
I think they are trying to just concede the first-round bye to the Patriots but they're playing the Browns, so you never know.
I mean, if their backups can't beat the Cleveland Browns, it's a problem. It's a huge problem in itself. The Patriots are not taking the Jets lightly. Everybody's playing today, as the last reports that came in.
And they are actually showing the Patriots game on CBS today, so I'm a happy boy. I got the Patriots in the background. I got Off the Rails in front of me.
Look at that. It's a wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the big news of the week, though, buddy.
What, sir?
James Harrison signing with the New England Patriots.
Oh yes, I remember. I dropped that little bit to you, and I noticed your shock on Facebook. That was pretty interesting. I knew that you were in a state of shock when I showed you the article.
Yeah, because earlier in the day, Adam Schefter reported the Patriots have dropped out of the running.
Yeah. Well, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
But you know why they dropped out of the running? Because they already had a contract in play. That's why.
Pretty much. So the good news is about this is that James Harrison has a job, and he's probably in he said he's in the best physical shape of his entire life. I mean, the dude was a physical specimen as it is, but at 37, 38 years old, remember, Bill Belichick knows how to get the most out of older players. I mean, you can already see Tom Brady. Remember, Vinny Testaverde has a Super Bowl ring. Never forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny Testaverde has a Super Bowl ring. Anyways, it could be. I think this is going to be real good for New England. They're going to get a defender that they can rotate in and out. That could actually motivate the players that are on that current team as it is.
So you got to look at one thing. The Patriots' defensive line is very young, with Wise and Flowers. Mr. Harris is going to provide a big step up in being able to give these young men advice on what they're doing.
That's very true. I'm actually looking forward to James Harrison being there, and I think the worst part about this whole scenario is that did you see how some Patriots fans were? I mean, not Patriots, Steelers fans were acting on social media, whining like
Steelers fans are a fucking joke. You really want a guy who is a first ballot Hall of Famer to be sitting on his ass on the bench while you make room for a guy who just got back from a fucking drug suspension?
Yeah,
fuck it up and deal with it.
Yeah, that was like complete disrespect. And they want to sit here and be like, he's a traitor. It ain't always worse. They're on Twitter spelling traitor wrong. What the fuck? Who the fuck spells traitor wrong? Traitor. Learn the English language, motherfuckers. Come on.
I guess they thought this motherfucker went to Trader Joe's or something.
I'm saying, right? Jesus.
Because you notice I called that shit out real quick.
Yeah. Can't even spell the word trader right, and like I can't even understand people. Like, I need another job.
Hey, trader, you traded? No, motherfucker. I went and got a better job.
I'm telling you, the niggas are bitches.
What I want to ask the Pittsburgh Steelers fans who watch our videos is, if you had the chance to do something better, get paid better, and actually do what you love to do, wouldn't you take it?
Yes, I would. I mean, you have to think about this, man. You look at your choices on people who needed people on defense. I mean, you got teams like the Cleveland Browns who need anybody at this point. You have teams that are at the bottom of the run that really don't have a shot. I mean, he possibly could have went to Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is not offering. Like, okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest with Philadelphia, because we talked about this last week. So a little bit of honesty needs to come into play. Philadelphia is not making it past the first round of the playoffs. I don't give a damn how you feel. You can boo-boo cry all you want to. Philadelphia is not getting past the first round of the playoffs without Carson Wentz. I said it here first. We said
it here first last week.
Yeah. So I said it here first last week, and I'm saying it here first again this week. Don't let the NFL or ESPN fool you. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't getting past anywhere. They're going to get this first round bye. They have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and they're going to squander it like the Philadelphia Eagles always do. So, with that said, we have the Falcons who might not make the playoffs, the Seahawks who might not make the playoffs, the Ravens who might not make the playoffs, which I think would have been worse of a situation than going to the New England Patriots, because this is an in-division rival.
You want to know what I think is going to be the funniest scenario if it happens today?
What?
Say the Chargers win, the Ravens lose, and the Bills lose. The Ravens are out of the playoffs, and the Bills are in.
Yep. Ain't that some shit? I'll tell you. You know what sucks? I'm thinking to myself, I don't know who I hate worse that has a chance at the playoffs. The Seahawks or the Falcons? I don't know.
And they could actually both get in.
Yeah, and they could actually both get in. I don't know. Anyways, so the choices that James Harrison had of a playoff team that could make it farther into the playoffs, there was really either the Pittsburgh Steelers or the New England Patriots, because the NFC is a big-ass fucking wild card.
Well, James Harrison even said in his one and only statement on Instagram that there were no other offers.
Yep. Yeah. And it's not like
Pittsburgh fans, quit being salty, quit being bitches. Let him go be a man and go do what he wants to do.
Be a man. Be a fucking man. Don't be a bitch. Anyways, so what else we got on deck? So
the coaching hot seat right now is on fire too.
Oh, Pagano's already out. So we've already seen that. They already said Pagano's coaching his last game today.
Well, Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians, he's voluntarily letting go because of his health, which I thought that was, very noble of him to do so. But he did establish a culture. The problem that Arizona has is that they can't groom young quarterbacks. And this has happened before Bruce Arians. This was under Ken Wisenhunt. This was under Dennis Green. They can't groom young quarterbacks. And it's not really a coaching problem. They're getting the wrong people to do it. Who the fuck is a Ryan Lindley? I mean, Drew Stanton was put in a bad position. The offense is not for him. Drew Stanton is he played in a vertical offense in Michigan State. He would be good in New England. He would be good in Philadelphia. He would be good. Hell, he'd be good in Washington. Hell, he would be awesome under Mike Shanahan. I mean, not Mike Shanahan. Under Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, my coach in San Francisco.
We forgot to mention the Tennessee Titans. They're up there for playoffs too.
Oh yeah, Tennessee Titans. Yeah, we got to talk about the Tennessee Titans. I really want to talk about the Tennessee Titans in a minute.
I'm disappointed in that team.
You know what though? But this is what we expected. At least they have a shot for the playoffs this year versus last year. At least Marcus Mariota is somewhat healthy, right? I mean, they actually have a shot at the end of the year to actually make it into the playoffs.
Deion Lewis just scored, so touchdown Patriots.
Damn, already. This is about to be like that one snow game in Houston. I mean, in Tennessee that one time. Remember that?
Oh, and if Pittsburgh Steelers fans and who else was it? Oh, Buffalo Bills fans want to see how you keep control of the ball, watch what Deion Lewis just did at the goal line.
Oh, God, yes. I mean, thank you. I mean, it's people sitting there mad and salty and shit over the calls. Like, no.
Non-catches.
Quit fumbling the damn ball. That's what the fuck is up. Another Jello shot. Hold on. Because, 7 shots of Jello add up to 1 shot of what I used to take. So,
all right. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the NFC. We got the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles got the home field in their respective conference. They got the 1 and 2 seeds. We're gonna have you got the Rams in the mix. Surprisingly, you got the NFC is a clusterfuck. No team in the NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl. Whoever represents the AFC will win the Super Bowl this year.
Hey, but isn't that what I said though? I said my whole thing was this with the NFC. I said it's the biggest wild card in the thing in the entire NFL. The NFC is a complete wild card. I said Carolina's the strongest team to me because they've actually been a unit longer than anybody else. It's actually going into the playoffs right now in the NFC. Especially if Atlanta or Seattle don't make it, especially if Seattle doesn't make it. Seattle's the oldest team right now in the NFC that has a chance at a playoff spot.
See, my thing is, I think the Saints are probably the best team in the NFC.
They have the best quarterback out of this.
They have the best running backs.
They have the 2 best running backs. Receivers are kind of iffy. Drew Brees has made those receivers their money.
But Drew Brees, for the first time in his career, Drew Brees has not had to carry an offense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But even when they needed him to, he's came through. Drew Brees is that dude. Shout out to Drew Brees. I think he's the second oldest quarterback in this whole entire playoff picture because it's between him and Tom Brady, right?
Okay, so let's talk real quick. Let's talk about MVP this year.
Yeah.
It was a tight race between Carson Wentz, Tom Brady, and fucking Gurley. Tom Brady has slipped up and thrown a lot of interceptions over the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's turning the
he is 40, and he's doing what no other 40-year-old has ever done in NFL history.
Yeah. But we do have Alvin Kamara was a shoo-in before that one injury. Although I think that if you get injured and your team sucks garbage ass, that should only strengthen your case for MVP. Because literally you are the most valuable person.
Hey, you want to laugh at something real quick?
Yeah.
Bryce Petty cannot get his helmet on.
What?
He tried to put his helmet on over his little head thing. The whole head thing came over his eyes down to his mouth.
On national television.
Yeah, they zoomed in on this motherfucker putting his helmet on.
Oh my God.
Thank you, CBS.
Right now. I can't even. Oh boy. Who else?
Also, big news that came out today.
Yes.
Is the soon-to-be Las Vegas / Oakland Raiders are courting John Gruden with ownership shares to become their next head coach. So they're getting rid of Jack Del Rio after a season that wasn't his fault.
Dude, the Raiders had so many injuries. I don't even know how they even are as good as they are. You know, what are they, 6-9 or right now they're 6-9, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, I can't believe that the Raiders are actually as good as they were, given how devastated their team was.
And they're gonna fire Jack Del Rio because of it.
I mean, dude, really, you know what it is, and it's like Jack Del Rio has not gotten anybody else's farther has gotten the Raiders farther than anybody else has. More idiocy amongst teams. I don't get these owners; they're idiots. You see why people? This is why people should be taking a knee, because your fucking owners are fucking idiots. That's the reason why these players should be taking a knee, because the people that run these teams are idiots and fucking dumbasses that don't know how to do their damn job. It's real shit. This is real shit right now. I know I'm cussing and I know I'm going off on a tangent, but this is off the rails. This is bad. Like I don't know. I don't know what these teams are thinking. I don't know what these GMs are thinking. Don't know what they want. And I think, and because I don't know what they want, this is a wild card. I don't trust anybody except the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and maybe the Carolina Panthers. That's it. Like, if the Super Bowl is not one of those three, I'm not watching the Super Bowl.
But here's the question: Do you trust Mike Tomlin in the playoffs?
Yeah, because he has 2 Super Bowl champions. He has 2 rings to prove it. I mean,
hey, he has 1 ring to prove it. The other ring was given to Jerome Bettis out of pity.
Mike Tomlin, he was an assistant when he won that first one. So
Mike Tomlin stuck his foot out under a player while returning a kickoff return, and then fined the player 3 weeks later who he tried to break his ankle. Fuck you, Mike Tomlin. Fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, fuck Mike Tomlin too. But I mean, I trust him in the playoffs. I mean, more than who else in the playoffs? Do you trust the Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs?
I don't trust Blake Bortles, but I trust that defense.
I mean, defense does win championships, but Blake Bortles is no Tom Brady.
You have to remember, in the playoffs, defense and running win games, and that's what Jacksonville is good at.
But he's no Tom Brady. Blake Bortles is no Tom Brady or Ben Roethlisberger. And at some point, as good as Denver's defense was, Tim Tebow needed to play ball, and that didn't happen. And Tom Brady eviscerated the Denver Broncos. Remember, that defense was still good. The defense was as good as it was because they were young and they were good when Tim Tebow was on there. Because Wade Phillips was still the coach of that defense. Don't get it twisted, people. Wade Phillips was a hell of a coach, and they got decimated and they got eviscerated by New England in that game with Tim Tebow. You know it. I know it. America knows it.
Okay, you got a point.
Tell me wrong.
On that day, God was not with Tim Tebow. Anyway.
That's because God had a $100 bet on the New England Patriots. Anyways.
That's because God was playing poker with Martha Kraft.
Wow.
All right, it's time for another shot and a topic switch up. So
all right. We switching off the topic-y?
Now, while I Why pour me a drink?
See, this is why the professionals, they hire people. Our budget is nil, so.
Well, I'm not going to hire people to pour my shots. Okay, I can pour my own fucking shots.
But that's what we pay bartenders for. So there's that.
Well, if they give me the bottle, I pour my own shot anyway.
Can you just imagine if we could do off the rails and hire bartenders?
If we were that paid, it'd be awesome. But we're not, so we do what we got to do.
We could always use the sponsor, you know, just saying. If you,
all right,
want to sponsor a show, hit us up.
Right? So anyway, our next topic, we are going to be talking about what's going on in the National Basketball Association, the NBA. This seems to be the never say die time.
Yes.
NBA.
Hold on. I love that you said never say die because I just got so motivated. I'm so sorry. Keep talking. I got to take another shot. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot while I talk. So here you go. Salud.
Salud.
Anywho, it would be off the rails if Jay Black wasn't eating anything.
Oh yes, I do have something to eat. Atalia, give her brother a sandwich.
You're telling your daughter to give her brother a sandwich.
Yeah, at least I'm not telling her to make me a sandwich. No, give it to me.
No, she's like, I'm gonna eat this shit, Daddy.
I'm saying she's gonna eat my sandwich. Thank you. That's a wonderful daughter. Because if anybody tells me to make a sandwich, I'm gonna tell my daughter to let me over so I can beat the nigga's ass. My sandwich is already pre-made.
About the NBA, the Boston Celtics overcame a 28-point deficit to the Houston Rockets, and then the Bucks overcame a 20-point plus deficit to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder looked like they were gelling.
Wait. Other way around.
Oh, the Thunder came back.
Yeah, they came back, but they ended up losing for a reason.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. But
my bad. But let's talk about James Harden and his failure to close out games. What the fuck is going on with James Harden? He needs to shave the beard because the beard is not intimidating anybody anymore.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. James Harden has been a hell of a scorer. He's been a hell of a player. The problem ends up is that they ran into a Boston Celtics team which has dominated defensively. They play defense very well. Play defense so well, in fact. You know what the James Harden shot line was, right?
No, I didn't see that stat.
11 for 27. That means he hit just a hair over 25% of his shots. 7 for 27. How the fuck do you go 7 for 27? Let's talk about 7 for 27 for a second.
You know what he's doing? He's doing his best early Russell Westbrook impression. Oh, I got. You know who he's actually being like? He's being like a man who we officially dubbed as Stephon Meeberry.
Bruh. I mean, there's no Chris Paul. Let's start there. There was no Chris Paul this game. So James Harden was playing the point guard position like he did last year. James Harden has been playing lights out this year. Don't get me wrong. James Harden is a hell of a scorer, hell of a shooter. But when it comes to consistency, I don't know. The bruh's been playing his ass off, but games like 7 for 22 are not going to win you NBA championships. This is why the three best teams in the NBA are still the Spurs, the Cavs, and the Warriors. They're still the three best, not in any particular order, by my dad. I just want to let you know that.
And the Celtics. The Celtics have proven with Kyrie Irving, they are beastly.
Yeah, I don't think that right now that there's no actually. I mean, officially, there's no team that is more hotter and more consistent than the Celtics. The Celtics will always find a way to win. They have broken down everyone this year. I think with the exception of Cleveland, but they play tomorrow. or tonight, one of the two. That's going to be real interesting because we're not going to have a fully healthy Celtics team minus what is it? Oh, I'm sorry because I forgot. When they first played at the beginning of the year, that's the game that Gordon Hayward got hurt, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's where he broke his leg.
Yeah, so this is now a team that has an identity. They know that that James Harden, not James Harden, they know that Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they have Marcus Smart taking flops like a motherfucker. They got the center position, Al Horford finally is coming to his own. The Celtics look legit. The Celtics look like the team to beat. I think it's no longer LeBron is no longer the man to beat in the East. I think it's now the Celtics, and I promise you that's going to be
okay. There's a thing you just said right there. LeBron is now not the man to beat. LeBron can't do it on his own. He's not. He can, but he can't. With the landscape of the Eastern Conference right now, the Celtics have put together enough to beat LeBron as himself. The guys like Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, if he ever gets healthy again, and these guys need to help LeBron out. That's why they are there. Kevin Love is having a stellar season, might I add.
Yeah. From a center standpoint, because he's been playing the center with Tristan Thompson out, the Kevin Love is coming to his own. He finally has an identity in Cleveland. He's the smaller center, the 6'9", 6'10" center that can stretch it. He's basically being Dirk Nowitzki. They're not relying on him to shoot threes. They just want him the ball, get in the paint, get the rebounds like he did in Minnesota. He's basically doing everything he's doing in Minnesota minus the three-point shot.
Now let's talk about who could possibly be the most improved player of the year. And it's weird to say that since he's been in the NBA for 13 years. Mr. Dwight Howard has turned Charlotte around by himself.
Bruh. Oh.
Dwight Howard is back to being Superman.
Dwight Howard is that dude right now. Like, if he's not a first ballot all-star for the center position in the Eastern Conference, I just need to cancel the damn all-star game, period, point blank. Dude is balling out. He is, like, out of control. He's over there crossing up forwards and guards, bro. Did you see it? Did you see a couple of games? He's crossing up.
I watched some of his highlight packages this year.
You know what it is? He's playing for that last big contract. Because it's going to be the last big contract of his career. I think he's on a 2-year deal with an option for a third.
Yep.
Dude's balling out. I like Dwight Howard this year.
But it's good to see some guy who had that much potential finally get it back.
Well, you know what it is, though, because you have a point. Kemba Walker is – and you really got to thank Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker, for those that don't watch Charlotte games, I watch Charlotte games from time to time. Kemba Walker is like, if I can find a really good description for it, Jason Kidd minus the three-point shot. Because Kemba's not that really good at threes. Kemba Walker, he's never been a Kyrie. He's never been a Russell Westbrook. He's Jason Kidd. If there's a best way to describe him, I love Kemba. He shares the ball, but will take the shot and shoot the dagger if he needs to. He has no qualms about hitting the shot to win a game. However, he knows that guys like Dwight Howard, guys like MKG, Nicholas Batum, he can feed those guys the ball and not have to worry whether the game is on the line. The problem with Charlotte is that they need to put it all together eventually. And I think the funny part about the Eastern Conference has actually gotten better. I think the 10 teams now are over 500 in the Eastern Conference right now, which is a lot better to be said than, 3 years ago when only 3 teams were over 500.
Well, you see, Milwaukee has turned it up.
Yep.
The Knicks are somehow coming around.
Yep.
Brooklyn is very young, but they have some talent on that team.
Yep.
The Pacers are up and down.
Yep.
Detroit has been playing pretty good ball this year.
Yep.
But I look for Milwaukee, Boston, and Cleveland to be one of the 3 teams in the finals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Milwaukee's good.
But we can't go without talking about the Eastern Conference without talking about Giannis, the Greek freak.
The Greek freak, bro. The dude
Harrison is now officially in the game as a New England Patriot for the first time.
Oh, shit. There we go. We got to clap it up for that one, ladies and gentlemen. James Harrison is in the game. He's actually going to get some playing time, unlike getting in Pittsburgh. But for real, here's my picks for the Eastern Conference. And here's a little dark horse for anybody that's been really paying attention to the NBA. Indiana. I said it. Indiana. Have you been watching? Have you heard about what Indiana's been doing?
Yeah, they've been playing pretty good.
Victor Oladipo, bro. Victor Oladipo. The man that Orlando didn't believe in, the man that Oklahoma City sure as hell didn't believe in. He's basically came back home to Indiana because that's where he went to college. And he's like playing the best ball of his entire life. The crowd's behind him. They got college kids going to the game now. Like they're selling out seats in Indiana for Victor Oladipo. And it makes you beg to answer the question, sir, who really got the better of the trade between Oklahoma City and Indiana?
Okay. Let's be real, Mr. Blaq. Let's be real. Once Oklahoma City actually starts gelling, that Paul George trade will be far in the corner of Oklahoma City than Victor Oladipo going.
Hold on.
When is Steven Adams going to shave his porn star mustache?
When he starts sucking.
He's been balling out, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Probably when he starts sucking, that's when he's going to give it up. Steven Adams, for all the turmoil and inconsistency that Oklahoma City has, the only consistent thing, well, two consistent things, is Russell Westbrook getting a triple-double and Steven Adams holding down the center position. Do you know that Steven Adams, I think 75-80% of the time has dominated his matchup?
Yes.
The only times that he hasn't dominated elite centers. That comes with Marc Gasol is an elite center. They didn't dominate. I don't think he dominated Dwight Howard. I think Dwight Howard balled him up. And then Gasol. When Gasol comes into the game, it's for San Antonio. He dominates LMA. But when Gasol comes into the game, bro, Gasol balls him up. People don't realize how good both Paul and Marc Gasol are some of the best prototypical centers that can shoot the long-range ball and get rebounds and assists. And oh my God, can the Gasols have more children so we can have more tall Spaniards in the NBA in the future?
Hey, Paul Gasol over his career has always been one of the top centers in the NBA. I don't like the dude. I'll give him that. He has always been one of the top guys in the NBA.
And the crazy part about it is, it's not that he scores a lot of points. It's not that he gets a ton of rebounds.
It's not
that he gets a ton of assists. It's not like he dunks on people. He just does all of those things at an above average level, which makes him a problem. He will if he plays 40 minutes in a game, like he did in Boston Chicago 2 years ago. The brother was he was averaging almost 20 points, almost 10 rebounds, 5-6 assists, 2 blocks, steals. He filled the stat sheet from the rooter to the tutor. Playing the Gasols is not fun. You can ask any team in the NBA. Period.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When did Stephen Ridley sign with the Steelers?
Oh, remember he was a free agent. He was in Philadelphia for the first part of the season. Oh yeah.
I just see one of the stat lines come by and said Stephen Ridley had a carry. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Stephen Ridley
fans ain't mad about that.
Yeah, you don't see New England fans complaining, "Oh, you signed with the Traders." No, New England fans ain't worried about the Steelers. New England fans are worried about the motherfucking championship. How many championships is Tom Brady going to have in their fucking trophy book? That's what Steelers fans are. I mean, that's what Patriots fans are. Steelers fans are.
New England fans are worried about where that sixth banner is gonna hang.
Quest for 6.
That's what we're worried about.
This is true.
Yeah. So since we're talking about the NBA, we're going to go ahead and go on to the next topic, since it actually has to do with both the NBA, college football, and the NFL. So
all wrapped in one.
Let me pour another shot while we get this one going.
All right.
So regardless of your fan base, regardless of what sport you watch, salute.
Yeah, salute, sir. I'm about to get mine in a minute.
Okay, she wants to show you these balls.
Hey. All right. Anyway, regardless of what sport you watch, regardless of who you're a fan of, we all have one thing in common. We all think referees make very shitty calls.
Oh, God, yes. The NBA has been full of them. In the last 7 days, there were 3 calls. Actually, no, there was a plethora of calls, 3 games, that the game was decided by the referees when it got the call incorrect. In the NBA alone. I haven't gotten to the NFL yet. But let's talk about the NBA. So let's take a look at the first one, Christmas Day, by Golden State Warriors versus
Cavaliers.
2 fouls in the last minutes that were non-calls. They were fouls. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. They thought they were blocks. They were fouls. I think the standpoint was that Kevin Durant leads the NBA in blocks right now. If people don't know that. So when they went to the
blocks and fake Twitter accounts.
Huh?
I said he leads the NBA in blocks and fake Twitter accounts.
Yes, he leads the NBA in blocks and fake Twitter accounts. So when they saw the 2 blocks, they gave it to him. But it was a foul. An instant replay because they had to do the replay in order to determine who the ball went out on. Straight fouls, both of them. I can't excuse Kevin Durant. I can't excuse him for anything. So you think that was bad? This Christmas Day against 2 rivals. The Rockets Celtics game, the one that we were just so hyped about 10, 15 minutes ago, had 3 blown calls in that game. The charge that shouldn't have been a charge, the charge that was called a charge, that also had 2 technical fouls on that play as well. They weren't called at all. I don't know how. I don't know why. They just weren't called. Then, to make matters worse, and the next day during the Oklahoma City Milwaukee Bucks game, on the game-winning shot that Giannis hit, when he did the drive to go do the shot, he had the ball in his hand and stepped on the baseline, and that was a no call. That call. Think about that for a second. So that's 3 games where the calls where they were blown. They were totally screwed up. I don't know what the fuck happened. And the NBA was just like, they were blown calls. Well, what the fuck?
At least the NBA admits it.
Yeah, that is true, because the NFL will deny until it's blatantly right in front of them, and they say, "Yeah, we fucked it up." I don't get it.
Okay. So now I want to say it was that Rockets Celtics game, and there was only 2 refs on the court at the end of the game.
Yep, a high-profile, not national, but nationally televised, but internationally televised game, I might add.
The NBA should do what hockey does and have refs in the stands in case something like that happens.
They should. But see, this is why I said that they need to determine, like on plays where they call charging, especially since we have so many floppers in the NBA, right? if a play is determined, if a play is a charge, I think charges need to be reviewed. Just because of the whole flopping thing. Like, if you call a charge or you call a foul, like if it's a foul where it could have been a charge or a charge where it could have been a foul, there needs to be an independent reviewer in the stands, in the booth, somewhere that especially now if you're short, an NBA referee, that they need to find a way to make it right. And make sure you have an independent person that can call it right down the middle. That's what's lacking in the NBA. Their instant replay thing is fun. It's okay for what it is, but it can be better. It can be a lot better. What do you think?
I have an issue with somebody sitting in the office watching games and making calls. I have this issue with the NFL and college football. And I'd have the issue with the NBA also. In real time, the referees on the field, on the court, on the ice, all need to be trusted with making the best call to their ability. These guys are supposed to be the premier referees in the game. Now, with that being said, yes, has my Patriots benefited from a guy sitting in an office watching video? Yes, because he could actually make the correct call. But I do have an issue with it. And if the Steelers, if that was called a touchdown, I wouldn't have been mad at it, even though his hand and the ball turned on the field all at the same time. The Kelvin Benjamin catch for the Bills, if you look at his feet, he dragged his feet, but you also have to look at his ball control. The ball was still moving before he got control of that ball, and his left foot came up.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, I would much rather have a referee on the field make a call right there, discuss it with the people on the field, and not wait 10 goddamn minutes for a guy in New York to be like, oh, no, it has to change. That makes the referee on the field look like shit.
Yep.
It makes the whole system look rigged. And in the NBA, I think it would be even worse because they're trying to make the games faster. There is penalties in the NBA on every fucking thing. Every goddamn time the ball comes up the court, there is at least a foul.
True. Well, I think it's what it is a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. Because remember that Sacramento-LA game from, 2003?
Well, that was Vlade Divac. He was the king of the flop.
Well, remember how many fouls were called in that game and how many free throws were shot in that game. Remember that game lasted about, 3.5 hours? Because of all the fouls.
Go back to last year. Fucking Russell Westbrook in one game took more foul shots than a fucking whole team.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, but that's what prompted the Adam Silver to want to make the game faster because of shit like that. Because he said he wanted to.
Unfortunately, we all have to remember, just like the athletes, the referees are only human. They can only call what their eyes actually see.
Yeah.
We want them to be better than human, but they're not.
True. Hey, but if you remember though, I don't know if you know this, but remember all the older referees, they're all gone. All the referees now are younger because both of the Crawfords are gone. The older black dude, he's gone. And you got a lot of new breed referees that are playing. I don't know.
The NBA. But in the NFL, you still got motherfuckers over 60 trying to run up and down the field with these guys.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing it. I mean, they're making the calls. Certain calls I haven't seen, like mysterious holding calls and shit. I don't know what the fuck are they doing with that shit. I have no idea. But
apparently still nobody in the world, not even the NFL, knows what a catch is.
No.
Based on their rules, the overturned touchdown in Pittsburgh, the overturned touchdown in Buffalo, based on their rules, they were called correctly.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's certain ones like the Calvin Johnson one, which I still, to this day, and I think that's probably why Calvin Johnson doesn't even want to be back in the NFL no more. Just to go through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go through the training, the conditioning, and then you get what is supposed to be like your call, your touchdown to win the game. You spike it and you celebrate it, and it's not a catch because you spiked it and celebrated.
Yeah, and nobody knows what a catch is.
I don't know, and it's worse.
Okay, why NFL wide receivers? I know none of you ever watch this, but I'm gonna give you advice on what a catch is from my point of view. You catch the ball, You secure the ball. You turn. You take 2 steps. Then if you go down, it's a catch. If the ball moves while you are going down and the field causes that, it is not a catch, it's an incompletion.
Yeah. I think at some point, my whole thing is if the field touches the ball without you having the ball secure when you're going down, I think that's a catch. See, in mid-stride, I think there has to be definitions for catches depending on every situation. Because you have like your diving one where you're going straight to the ground. You have your middle in stride catches, and then you have your leaps and breaking it down. See, the one they define the leaping catches, you catch it, break it down 2 feet in bounds. That's a catch. That's purely the definition of that type of catch. And as long as you don't bobble it when you're going out of bounds, that's a catch. The diving catches, they haven't defined, and I think that's where the issue lies at. They want to take the one-arm definition, which really only applies to the jumping catches that you bring in 2 feet inbounds secured. They need to read. They need to. That's one definition. Then for every other scenario, they need to have a definition. Because if they don't, it's gonna. If they don't, and they don't find a proper definition for it, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad.
Okay. Well, the one I want to bring up is the James Jones catch for the Pittsburgh Steelers tight end. Okay, his knee hit the ground before he had control of the ball.
Yep.
Nobody touched him. If you look at the footage long enough, the ball was still moving as his arms are going down, which is when it hit the ground and turned his hand in the ball, which is why it was not a catch because nobody touched him.
Exactly.
If he would have touched him, he would have been down at the half-yard line.
Yep. Yep. Which to me, I think like if the ball popped out, like to me, if you secure the ball, it goes like this, you come down with it, and your knees hit, and you still have control of it. If the ball pops out, I think that should be a fumble because you've already secured and you've landed with 2 knees. If something happens to the ball after that, I think it should be a fumble.
The ground cannot cause a fumble. That's why it was an incompletion.
But I think the ground can't cause a fumble if your arm, if the ball hits the ground, that it can't cause a fumble. But like if you have hands like this, right? You catch it, you come down on your knees, and you have it secure. But when you hit with your knees and not the ground itself, but your knees hit the ground, the ball doesn't touch, and it pops out. That's when they have to make sure it's secure. It's just so bad. Like I said, you need to have definitions for every catching scenario. It's like I said, there's 3 to 5 different catching scenarios that already need to be predefined as this is in this scenario, this is a catch, this is not a catch. In this scenario, this is the catch, and this is not a catch. Until they do that, we're going to end up in the same mess over and over and over and over again. And that's
now let me also say for you NFL wide receivers, if there's still over 30 seconds on the clock and you're down by the goal line, there is no reason to try and stretch for the touchdown.
Nope, there isn't. There's no reason to try and stretch. Don't be like the dude in the what game was it yesterday? It was a bowl game. Penn State. It was the Penn State bowl game.
Yeah, where the referees blew some calls in that game too.
Oh, that was horrible. Oh, and then you had the lateral that shouldn't have been a lateral. And I mean, dude, you're going out of bounds. You're by like the 20-yard line with 9 seconds to go, and you lateral it back. Oh, my fucking God. I'm sitting there, and I know my brother's watching What's Up, Will, and I know that we grew up watching some stupid-ass, fucked-up-ass college football games where kids, and they're young kids, and I don't fault them. They're young kids, and I understand that they're young kids. But damn, I don't know. My head hurts now thinking about it. Anyway, so the referees for the NBA, we got to figure this out. Let's figure this out as a family. We're all family. We're paying customers. We pay for the ads that you put on TV. You know what I'm saying? My big brother Will. How you doing, Will? We're paying customers. We pay for the merch and all that jazz. Let's figure this out as a family togetherness. Let's get the togetherness going and figure this situation out. Call Synful Blaq Entertainment. We have some ideas and suggestions. We can figure this out together.
Well, if you can pay us only a quarter of what you pay the big guys, and we'll call your games right down the middle.
I'm calling everything a charge and a foul. Free throws for everyone. Especially if it's Andre Drummond's non-free throw shooting ass.
How does Andre Drummond have a worse free throw percentage than Shaq ever did?
Oh, man. And he actually shoots it right. That's the worst part. He just can't put it in the cup. I don't even fucking know. Oh.
And on that note, it's time for a switch topic and a shot.
Yeah, switch topic and a shot. All right, hold on. We're switching the topic up.
You see, I switched the topic when we start the new topic.
I know. I'm crazy. Sorry.
It is all gravy, baby. And I poured my shot, so I am going to take my shot.
Hey, you missed 100% of the shots you don't take. Oh.
Salute to all those on Facebook watching us. We love you. Happy New Year. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.
No, don't drink and drive. You might get your ass whooped by the cops. You know, it's Trump's America. Anyways,
no politics today, fucker.
Why not?
So our next topic, as you see, illustrated so nice below us. I love this new feature that we have on the channel. Video game microtransactions. Are they killing the video game industry? I have one thing to say about that.
Yes.
No, because if you don't want to buy the shit after you buy the game, don't fucking buy it.
But bruh, everybody and their mama, not me, because I have a different stance on it. Because I have a little bit of a middle stance on this situation. They call me the middleman for a reason, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But the industry, like the fans, the people that buy the actual games, have been crying, whining and bitching and moaning. Oh, I hate microtransactions. They take away from the game experience. Play to win, and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like thinking to myself, all right, cool. But, and this is where my middleman point is going to come in. Just like you alluded to, one, it's always purely optional, right? However, you got these entitled people that say, oh, I deserve to get the such and such add-on for my left side of my helmet and shit like that. You go ahead first. I got another headache. You go ahead.
All right. So let me get a couple of things clear. Microtransactions to build up your character, yes, that's pay to win. Microtransactions to make your character look better, that is just you being a fucking diva on a video game. I am the realest motherfucker who ever say this to you. I have been a gamer since I was knee-high to a fucking grasshopper, and guess what? I don't do fucking microtransactions. I love gaming, and I don't have to pay more than the $60 to enjoy my game, because you know what? I give a fuck less what my character looks like to you, as long as I'm happy with what he looks like.
Thank you. Which brings me to my middle point. Game development has increased in cost over the last. Oh, when did the PS3 come out? 2007?
Yes.
PS3 came out in 2007. Okay. Game costs have risen from the generational gap between the Xbox and PS2.
You know why?
Because it costs more.
Video games now are damn near fucking motion pictures that you have control over.
Yeah. And if you've invested 40 plus hours into a video game, right? Because I want to put it into perspective. And we're just talking about main campaigns of video games, not season passes, anything else like that. If you've invested 40 plus hours into a video game, which I know that I have even before Destiny 1, before they even dropped the first expansion.
All we gotta say is, did you beat Final Fantasy VII or get close? Guess what? You put over 150 hours into that fucking game.
Oh, thank you. That's something I gotta get on too. Because a lot of RPGs don't offer a ridiculous amount of stuff like that, and everything that they ever offered.
Which is why I prefer RPGs.
Yeah, and like sports games, right? Sports games, if they offer something, it's purely cosmetic. If you and what it is that people don't want to grind anymore. People are like my generation of the like. So my generation, so the current generation of gamers, the younger generation, feel like they're playing SmackDown, and here comes the pain, and need to make their character 99 or 100 immediately from the jump in order to be competitive. And that's not the case.
Well, let me say something about that. Hold on. If you want to do that on WWE 2K18, create your character, get them to 99, and just play universe mode.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
In my career mode, it is a fucking grind unless you want to pay for loot boxes. But here's the funny part about the WWE 2K18 loot box system. Yes, you get moves in them, but guess what? It comes with a good move set when you first create your character. Yep. You're not losing anything by not buying these. And VC, virtual credits on that game come in every fucking mode you play.
Yeah, and the crazy part about that is, my friend, is that you still have to earn your VC. Unlike NBA 2K18, where you can buy your VC so you can play people online.
Yeah, that's the difference. NBA 2K18 has a pay-to-win system.
Yeah, they do. And they actually encourage it because I think there was one dude that spent $200 on top of the game, on top of the $100 he paid for the game, because he got the deluxe edition. He paid $200 on top of that to get his character to 99 so he can be recognized on the billboard inside of the game. There's no other reason to have your character at 99 that early into the fucking game unless you want your name inside the billboard inside the My Career mode.
And that's why, if you look at my video game collection, NBA 2K18 is no longer in there.
See, I still play it, but I don't play online anymore. I don't.
No, I got tired of the My Career mode because of the grind, because they don't give you shit for anything you do.
Not like they did in NBA 2K14 and 15. I felt like 2K15, 14 and 15, or should I say the last exclusive one that came out before the PS4 and Xbox One came out. Was that 13 or 14? I can't remember. I think it was 14.
But 15 was good. Remember, 15 I played a lot of, because 15 was good. 16, 17, and 18 have all just been reskinned garbage of the one before.
Which is where I like to thank EA for. EA has done a wonderful job with NBA Live. And I know Big Sin doesn't believe me when it comes to NBA Live 18. He still refuses. If you look at say something with that look on your face, tap on something, make a sound, because I want them to see the look on your face.
NBA Live lost me in 95, buddy.
Bro, dude, we used to play NBA Live 2003 like it was nobody's business. Remember when Twisted was on the soundtrack? Remember, we also had Inside Drivers Live, the game of the night. It'd be the illest NBA game you played in your life. And you know what's funny? People were playing 2K on the Dreamcast back then. Me and Big Sin, let me tell you what we were doing. We were playing either Inside Drive or we were playing NBA Live 2003, because he would run with the Nets, I would run with the Warriors, and we'd have nothing but a fucking dunk fest. Alley-oop fucking dunk fest. That's what it was. I fucking loved it. Dude, we had NBA Inside Drive. I had the Dallas Mavericks, Rafe LaFrentz.
Rafe LaFrentz. There'll never be another player like him in the world.
There will never be another player like Rafe LaFrentz in NBA Inside Drive 2001. Never in the history of basketball, though. Rafe LaFrentz was the greatest center, and people don't understand it. Like, and I'm not talking about in real life, because I didn't pay attention to real life. I just know he has I think he has doesn't he have an NBA championship ring or some shit like that? He got it with somebody.
No.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay, well then fuck it. Anyways, So on NBA Inside Drive 2001, Rafe LaFrentz was the best center in that game because he could hit the three, he could dunk on you, and he was faster than every center in that entire game.
Yeah, because Shaq was on slow mode in that game.
Yeah, Shaq ball. Don't get me wrong, Shaq used to ball in that game, but Rafe LaFrentz was that dude. He could do everything that you ever wanted to. I used to dominate with the Mavericks in that game.
That coined Mr. Black's catchphrase as Rafe.
Oh, good times, my friend. Good times. See, that's the game that they need to bring on the Xbox Live. What is it? You know, the bringing the old games back. Bring back NBA Inside Drive
with the updated rosters.
Oh shit!
Me and Mr. Black would be live on Mixer playing that shit if that was the case.
Oh, it'd be lovely. It would be glorious, my friend.
Glorious.
But back to the microtransactions. Games have cost a lot. It costs a lot of money to make. They cost a lot of money to develop. They cost a lot of money to market. It costs a lot of money to put in the stores. And then after all of that, they cost a lot to maintain. They have to maintain the service. They have to maintain agreements with Xbox, PC, PlayStation. They have to maintain support for that game because if there's any bugs, they still have to go ahead and fix them. The video game industry is an expensive place to work in, which is why this whole microtransaction and season passes thing has become a thing because a game developer might have to support a game for 3+ years.
Hold on, let me say something about season passes. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with season passes. Now let me explain this real quick. Okay, season pass is like the one for The Witcher 3, which added another 80 hours of storyline. I have no problem paying the $30 for.
Not a problem at all.
But and from what I heard from my boy Coop at work, the Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Lands DLC,
yeah,
fantastic, and I would have no problem. I'm gonna go buy the fucking the complete edition, which is only $49.99 right now.
Yeah,
for what was probably the best PlayStation game of the year.
Yeah, the cool part about the cool part about Horizon Zero Dawn and their season pass. A lot of people, if you're not a PlayStation fan or you don't have PlayStation Plus, but if you do, you actually save $5 off top for the season pass just for being a PlayStation Plus member.
Yes.
Real talk.
And then on top of this fantastic regular game, they released this DLC, which is another 20 hours of gameplay.
Yep.
But then a month later, for those people who did not buy the game, you can buy the complete edition for $49.99.
Which is still $10 less than
the original game.
Exactly. A lot of people don't understand that. But see, I think one thing that where people are having problems with, I know that Destiny and their season pass, a lot of Destiny people that I know, they felt that the season pass thing didn't give enough content. So you fell in one of three camps actually. You either felt you were happy with the story and you were happy with the first expansion.
That was me. I was perfectly happy with just the regular story because you know how I felt about the first Destiny game.
Yeah, I think the Osiris
ripped off and cheated because the game was boring until they did the Taken King and redid all the voices in the game.
Yeah. Well, and see, here's the thing. So the season pass for so the first expansion, Curse of Osiris, was fun. It was a nice little story because everybody wanted to know what was going down with Osiris. If you played the first game, everybody wanted to know what's the deal with Osiris. What is this Osiris? Why is everybody talking about Osiris? Well, now you know, and now you know why he's in and out. They judged it based off of the main story of itself. What they don't realize, there's additional content and additional items and shit that adds up to well over about 10 to 12 to 14 hours of additional gameplay in just the first expansion. Then there's the added modes that came with that as well, with the expansion. And then they gave you some modes for free as well. Then the people forget that there's another expansion coming out in 2-3 months.
Yeah, that's the thing with Destiny. Destiny will usually release 2 or 3 expansions to the story.
Yep.
They did it the first time. They had, what, 4?
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure they're doing the same thing this time.
Yeah.
But the difference is, in this game, it actually had a storyline you didn't have to go offline to fucking read.
Yeah, they're practically handing you the story. And a lot of people, and a lot of Destiny fans, like I said, you fall into 3 camps. You're happy with the stories that they told. You were happy with the story, but unhappy about how much it cost. Or you were unhappy with the story, but happy with the content that you gave. I was dead in the middle. I was the person that was happy with everything, because we had it a lot worse than Destiny 1, where we had such a basic game in D1. And then we had such a basic expansion. Let me rephrase. The Dark Below expansion was huge. Like, there was more in Dark Below than I felt that there actually was in the base game. Then there was House of Wolves. Then it felt like a complete game. And then they launched Taken King, which I understand about the voice changes and everything else for the Ghost. But overall, Taken King was huge. Taken King took you about 10 to 12 hours to complete. Then they added on a little bit of stuff in between. Then they added on Rise of Iron, which was a hell of an expansion. I think people are still salty. At the end of the day, though, you play how you want to play. You play the game how it's meant to be played. Grind, and the main thing I love about the game is the socialization of the game. The fact that Phil can pop up on online at any time and we can play the game and we straight and we good, that's like amazing shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he can bring a few of his friends, I can bring a few of my friends, and we can do some shit. Okay. I don't get why people are so mad and people are so salty about this shit.
Now let me go into multiplayer real quick. Now, I've been on Mr. Black here to pick up this game. Look at how fun it is. He said he's going to get it soon. It's a game that was on PC first, then on Xbox. Now it's finally on the PS4. It's called Gang Beasts. This game, if you don't know what it is, I suggest you go on YouTube and just watch any type of gameplay of it, because it's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
What it is basically 4 claymation characters beating the fuck out of each other and trying to kill each other.
Yes.
Now, it's one of the few games nowadays that offer a local multiplayer function, which is fantastic, because when I come to Florida, if he has it on his system, me and him are going to get down hardcore in it. When he gets it when he finally gets it, we'll have gameplays of it. Right now, me, my daughter, and the homie Coop from work have been playing it. Yeah, he texts me at least once a day and tells me he wants to throw my daughter off a blimp.
Damn.
But that's how the game is. That's what the game is. It is just a goofy fucking party game that has no DLC, has no microtransactions, and it doesn't matter if you play the same map over and over again. It's a different experience because you always find a different way to fuck up your opponent. And the people who created Gang Beasts, I applaud you for that.
Yeah.
For a $20 game, you give us hours and hours of fucking pleasure. Now, the other thing is, why the fuck Assassin's Creed Origins has microtransactions to make your character look better? It makes no fucking sense at all, since it has no online fucking PvP mode.
It's like, what am I making my character look good for myself?
That is the video game vanity.
Yeah,
what I like to call that.
But I'll tell you what though. Let's be honest. There's a game that has the microtransactions and DLC down to a science, and that game is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5, almost 10 years since its original release.
Yeah,
it's still going fucking strong.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Grand Theft Auto 5, right? It provides probably one of the best multiplayer experiences one of the best single-player experiences. I still have yet to beat the campaign because I fuck around online too much. Like, that's how serious this shit is.
Honestly, I've never met somebody who actually beat the GTA 5 story mode.
Me neither. Let's talk about that for a second. I've never met anybody that's actually physically beaten the GTA 5 because once they figure out online mode and you create your own player and you get into this world, and then I think if you bought it like a year or two ago, you were still slammed with 10 DLCs that you had to download, and they're coming out with new DLC every 2-3 months.
And not only that, even if you're playing the solo campaign mode, there's so much shit to just go off. Let's quote the show, off the rails and do. You're really not paying attention to what the fuck's going on in the goddamn game.
You know what doesn't come off the rails? The train in GTA 5. That's what never goes off the rails.
Actually, it does. If you put about 7 semi-trucks back to back, you can knock that train off the rails.
Oh, shit. Then I'm going to have to try that. That's going to be fun. All right. So
anyway, video gaming is probably at the best it's been in years. Yes, we had the Star debacle. Yes, we had some severe microtransaction negligences over the year. But in my opinion, in January 26th, you will see me and Jay Blaq, the Monster Hunter virgins, getting into Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to dial up.
That should be very interesting on our end.
Yeah.
You also have Dragon Ball Fighters, which I know me and Jay Blaq are going to get at in.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's on deck too.
Also, I'm going to relay this shit with Jay Blaq because I want him to know I'm serious about this. When the game, No Way Out comes out, it's a game about the jail where it's a multiplayer game, 2 people playing at the same time, and when one's in a cutscene, the other one is still playing the game.
Oh, wow.
It's required to be 2 players like Army of 2. When that came out, I am challenging Mr. Blaq right here, right now, at the year to end, off the rails, to play through the entire game with me live.
I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We both talked about it when we seen the preview at E3, how good it looks.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's going to be fun. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm down for that. Let's do it.
So it will be our first. I do have completed video games on the Synful Blaq Entertainment channel, but this one will be the first that me and Mr. Blaq play through together the entirety of the game.
Yep. Should be real interesting. Should be real fun. Oh, man. So, with that said, we know that microtransactions are I believe that they're a necessary evil to game development, but again, they're mostly purely cosmetic. So if you don't need it,
if you don't want it, don't fucking buy it.
And it's that simple, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, if you want the DLC packs, I'm gonna give you a little hint. If you don't want them now, if you can wait about 6 months after they come out, and you can actually buy the game cheaper with all the DLCs than you can buy the original game.
Exactly. But don't tell them I told you.
I said that to you people right there on Facebook because I know you'll watch it there before you watch it on YouTube. So
yes, our little secret.
Touchdown Patriots.
So we now know that we are coming to a close.
All right, so time to switch topics. I already poured my shiz out.
We're coming to 2017, the close of 2017. Matter of fact, I still have about 10 hours, less than 10 hours away. You have about 13.
Facebook, this shot is just for you. Cheers.
When this is all done, I'm going to show the world how many Jello shots I've killed during this whole thing.
So, the next topic, we did a little bit of this on our Christmas episode. We're going to do some more now. It is a 2017 roundup. Sorry, I'm kind of feeling the booze and my words are getting a little slurred.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, dude, this shit is and just to give you guys know I opened the bottle, so I've killed about a quarter of it so far.
Damn.
This shit is 92 proof, and it is smooth as hell. I love it.
So, Let me see. So we got to talk about the best and worst of 2017.
So we already acknowledged the best meme and best picture of 2017 is the Atlanta Falcons up 28-3 with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter of the Super Bowl.
Still the greatest thing in the world. I'm sorry, Mitchell DeBow, if you're watching this, you're probably going to be salty about it, but
just cut back on the salt of your food and you'll be just fine.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we care. We care about your health. That's right. So one of the best things that came out of 2017, I would have to say for on my end in sports, I would say Kevin Durant winning his first NBA championship and being the greatest heel in the NBA. I would say that's the greatest thing to me. That was a great thing.
For me, sports-wise, of course, I just mentioned it, was the New England Patriots raising their 5th Super Bowl banner, and we're heading on to number 6 this year. It was probably my greatest moment of 2018.
Yeah. That'd be nice. I would say also I like to add the rise of Jimmy Garoppolo. Thank you, New England Patriots. Thank you, Phil. Let your team know. We really appreciate y'all. Appreciate New England for dropping that jewel upon us because of him. The rest of 2017 and 2018 looks glorious.
One thing that's the best of 2017 for me was after 5 years, getting to see my family again this year.
Yes, that was one of the best things to me also. It's been a long, long goddamn time, and I finally got to see my family, my best friend, his family. It was pretty awesome. I think I'll be able to take this into the end of 2017, and that's why I end that on a high note. That was pretty awesome. I'll tell you now, let's talk about – we always talk about the best because we have the best on the high note. Now we got to talk about some of the bad shit that has gone down. A lot of famous people passed away this year. Of course, Carrie Fisher, one of them. Especially, I have to say that because we just had a Star Wars movie drop a couple weeks ago. So that was her last role. It was Star Wars. It's really, really sad to think about that.
Have you seen Star Wars yet?
I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't had the time.
What? Do you mind if I drop a spoiler here?
Sure, go ahead. I'm pretty sure enough people have seen it now.
How the fuck are you going to kill off a character whose actor is still alive but not the one who's dead?
Yes, I know.
You killed off Luke Skywalker, but you left Leia alive.
I have no fucking idea. That's just...
And you even had rest in peace Carrie Fisher in the credits.
Now, how are you going to make the last movie? That's the question. I know, because it has to be another trilogy, I would assume at this point.
Well, no, because we have number 9 coming out in a couple years, which will end this one.
Yeah.
Then they're actually starting a whole new trilogy that has nothing to do with these 9 movies.
So my understanding is what they're doing is that they're and I want to make sure I have this right. So they come out with a movie in between the movies that's an off-side story, because like the off story is going to be the Han Solo movie that's coming out.
We also had Rogue One last year.
Yeah, we had Rogue One last year, and then we had the continuing of the trilogy this year. And then we're supposed to have the Han
Solo next year.
Yeah, and then after that is going to be the third chapter.
Episode 9.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But then after episode 9, Disney has already released that they're starting a whole new trilogy that has nothing to do with these 9 movies.
Which is fine. I'm happy with that. That's cool, and that's cool with me.
Yeah, you can never have enough Star Wars.
No.
Except for the video games. The video games need to get better.
Although I will tell you, though, I like Battlefront 2. And that's not a popular opinion.
Fuck you, because Battlefront had no story.
Battlefront 2 does.
No, Battlefront 2 does. But it's weak. Battlefront 1 had a whole universe to fucking work with and did not do shit with the story.
I am happy taking control of a badass stormtrooper chick. I am so happy about that. You have no idea. And she's wearing black and red. Reminds me of my wife. I think if my wife was a stormtrooper, it would be the chick that in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
My only issue with it is the random times you see Lando Calrissian, Luke Skywalker for no fucking reason. Just stick with the main story. It's like when they added Yoda to Episode 8. It made no fucking sense. There's no reason for it.
Well, he just wants to kick it. That's all. Yoda just wants to kick it. Can Yoda kick it?
All Yoda did was laugh about burning a tree. That's all Yoda did in Episode 8.
Hey, you know how we all have sideline dudes, you know what I'm saying? When we hang out, dudes that don't say nothing to be laughing at dumb shit. We've had one of those friends, Phil. Come on.
But it's sad when the bad lip reading, seagulls keep poking at my head was more impactful than Yoda's appearance in Episode 8.
Oh, shit.
Rocking and rolling. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls keep poking my head.
That shit was funny. All right, so worst of 2017. And I don't want to, and I'm not going to call out our president. We said we were going to stay away from the blonde, red-skinned president.
All I'm going to say about Trumpy is stay the fuck off Twitter, do your job, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think Trump's Twitter, on the other hand, it's full. I'm gonna talk shit about this shit right now. I'm gonna go right now. That is like the worst thing of 2017, is that your president, our president of the United States of America, the Republic, stand one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Juices.
Liberty and justice for all. Anyways, that's what Don D.C. Curry said. We're gonna roll with that. Donald Trump's Twitter is like the worst. It is off the rails. It is exactly what it is, but the wrong kind of off the rails. Our off the rails are cheesy and fun. His off the rails.
Me and Jay Black could honestly do probably a weekly episode of Off the Rails with just quoting Donald Trump's tweets.
Yes. It's all bad. Like the man itself, I can't judge the man. I think he's in over his head, and that's just me as a president. He has good intentions for the people that he's trying to represent.
At least we're getting more money on our taxes this year.
Yes, at least until 2025, and that's when we're gonna get fucked in the ass.
But you know what? That's not next year.
You know what's messed up? You know what's messed up? Because if you think about it, he's like, as soon as I get out of office, if he lasts till that long, that the whole shit's all fucked up.
Well, let's be completely real here. It's like that with every president, so it don't really matter.
Yeah. If I was president, I'd just make free welfare for everybody.
It's just not Trumpy. It's all presidents.
Food stamps and free welfare for everyone, and we're just going to tax North Korea. We're just going to rape and pillage their women. Or pillage and rape their women. I don't know. We're going to do something pillaging.
All right, we've gotten off the rails on the namesake of the show. But
all right.
To you, my friend, to you, honestly, what was your worst moment of 2017?
My worst moment of 2017?
Like that you thought in general.
Let me think. That's a tough one because I have a few different ones.
Well, you want me to say one to maybe get your brain?
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. My worst moment of 2017, and this is probably one of Mr. Black's too, because we've talked about it before, is the senseless violence, the senseless racism, the senseless anti-sexualism, the ending. You know what? If you don't like transgenders, don't talk to them. If you don't like gay people, don't talk to them. It is what it is. You don't have to make that fact known to everybody and force it on everybody. If you don't have a religion, I'm not a religious person, but am I here beating you in the head saying God's not real? No, I'm not. I'm here keeping it to me because that's how I feel, and that's the way people should be. If more people in this world were honest with themselves and how they felt and not jump on every fucking bandwagon that pops across the goddamn screen, you'd probably be a lot happier. Did I have shit fucked up happen to me this year? Fuck yes, I did. But you know what? Do I let it get to me? No, I don't, because I know I have a little one to support. I have family to support, and I got to do my thing no matter what the fuck you guys are doing in your own personal lives. Guess what? It don't fucking matter to me as long as it's not in my life.
Yep. I cannot have said it better than that. I think you probably hit the nail on the head. This is exactly the segue I was going to go into. We have so much anti-everything and, you know, like negativity. The one thing that 2017 has brought out, and we knew that this was going to happen coming into the end of 2016 with the way that things were going, and even leading up into 2015, we were going into a negative path. And it seems like the negativity has reached Hurricane 5 levels of bullshit. We've come to a point to where we don't want to hear anything, but we all want to have an opinion, but we don't want to honor somebody else's opinion, but we all want to have something to say, and we all want to be friendly, but we all want to be okay with disrespecting people, and we all want to be okay with being petty with people, but we all want to join in on their side, and this is a cluster fuck hurricane of bullshit.
So all in all, what Mr. Blaq is trying to say here is, if it doesn't involve you, stay the fuck out of it.
Exactly. And even more so, whatever happened to the treating people with respect, I think we kind of lost that. You know, like we're humans. At the end of the day, I am a mixed human being. I am mixed with black, mixed with Puerto Rican, French, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of Indian. So I'm mixed with everything. I'm a mutt, okay? You are probably mixed with, you have some Irish. You probably, if you get a DNA ancestry test, you probably have some Viking and some other motherfucking shit inside of you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Irish, Scottish, Italian, American Indian, and whatever the fuck else I am.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, though, we are all human. At the end of the day, when the bullshit settles and Trump leaves office, at the end of the day, let's say he leaves office next year. At the end of the day, now all this racial division and shit, you're gonna have to go across the street with your neighbor, and you're gonna have to look him dead in the eye. And although you two have been fighting over where you think that this country should be headed, and you sat there, they probably seen you, you know, on social media talking up big shit. They probably seen you on Facebook talking big shit to your friends. You can't. I'm getting so lost, and I need to be found again. Let me bring it down. Okay, so at the end of the day, when the bullshit settles, you're still gonna have to look your fellow man in the eye. What are gonna be the words that you're gonna have to say to him? That's the big question that I have. We're now coming up into 2017.
2018, buddy.
2018. We're coming to 2018. We've seen where division has gotten us. It's gotten into nowhere. It's gotten into a worse position now. The only thing that it's made clear is where people's lines are drawn and how people actually feel, which is we're in a worse place than we were. And, you know, people want to blame the previous administration and shit like that. No, shit was getting fucked up. It just finally came to a head and popped. What are you going to do in order to change the world? It starts with taking care of yourself. And that's where it leads. It starts with you handling your own shit. And, you know, we're not perfect. We don't have millions of dollars. We don't have billions of dollars to where we have the right to judge other people for bullshit. You know? But we have to take care of our home. We have to take care of our people. Take care of your family. Make sure that they're good. Change your world here, then you can change your world there. That's what I want to say.
All right, so let's switch on to this next topic because, yeah, I have another shot poured that I'm ready to go with. So, YouTube, this one is for you. Facebook, again, salut, my friends. Okay. Now, we've already done a 5. That was my 6th shot because we're going to have anything left to add. So, what I would like to add here, this goes out to everybody who is watching, anybody who catches this on the pass, anybody who decides to show interest in what me and Mr. Blaq over here are saying and doing. Now, yeah, I'm not smiling, I'm not laughing, I'm not joking right now because I am a little tipsy off this bourbon, but that is what it is. All I want to say in all seriousness is that people need to start learning how to treat people the way they want to be treated. If that does not happen, then nobody in your life, nobody in this world, nobody in your work life, professional life, personal life is actually going to respect you. First thing I can say. Until you respect yourself and respect those around you, no matter how they are, race, nationality, sex, gender, it doesn't fucking matter who they are. Because guess what? They are not you. Respect yourself and treat people the way you want to be treated. That is my best message, the best message I can send to our younger generation. Because you motherfuckers, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to call you all. I'm going to look dead in this camera on both of them. So you motherfuckers have no respect for anybody. And it's fucking sad to see what I see out in this world.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope.
And real talk, that is not the alcohol talking. That is me being real with each and every one of you who have eyes on this broadcast.
Yeah. I think that a lot of times respect is gone. I think there's people have gone through so much shit, or they feel that they've gone through so much shit, and they feel that they've been robbed or done wrong or betrayed in some way, shape, or form. Hold on. Before I do this real quick, because I'm about to throw this away. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how many Jello shots I had. And this is not the alcohol talking. We're still daytime. Those Jello shots didn't do shit. However, people have been done. They felt they've been done wrong by whoever, and instead of having the people in their lives say, "Shit happens, but we got to push through and deal with it," they have people say, "Shit happens, we got to get revenge," or "Shit happens, we got to treat people as shitty," or "Shit happens, you need to go do you and fuck everybody else up." And that's like literally the wrong thing to do. That's when we start losing our humanity. That's when we start saying, we're not human anymore. And we got to stop that. We got to start being human again. We're getting lost. And that's like the real shit. We're getting lost in this whole, racial divide, inequality divide, and my whole thing is that people, they can't understand what you go through, but make them try. Give them an opportunity to try and see what they go through. A lot of times that a family, a married couple that has 3 kids living in the suburbs has no idea what a man that has to sell drugs to feed his family that in the ghetto has to go through. I think if anybody's seen that Joyner Lucas "I'm Not Racist" video, if you've seen that shit, I think that is a really good perspective. I mean, there's other perspectives, but I think it's a really good perspective of what people that have no idea what another person is actually really feel about each other. Like if you're from the country and you've never been to the hood, and you're from the hood and you've never been to the country, and you have no idea, and you have just a stereotype of that other side, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. And I think that really put it in perspective. And I think that once more people start seeing that, the more that people will start realizing that maybe we get a little bit of respect and love out of it. This is just my 2 cents.
You know, let me add something to Mr. Black's statement here. You know, I know people in this world today like to judge others and like to make their own decisions about people. But let's be brutally honest here. You cannot judge anybody who you meet in your life if you haven't walked in their shoes. And that is the biggest issue today. Everybody is so quick to judge people for how they dress, how they look, how they, you know, their size, their fucking race. It doesn't fucking matter to you because guess what? They are not you. Do you before you try to do somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. You can. I don't judge people who listen. I don't judge people from the country. That listen to country music and, you know, have a particular way of dressing and live a life. I don't know what that life is like, but I'm not sitting here judging them. Yeah, we may crack a joke about it here too.
The only time I'm going to judge a person is if I see a motherfucking grown-ass man wearing teenage girl jeans. I will judge you and call you a bitch.
If your jeans is tighter than my wife's or my daughter's, I'm gonna beat your ass. No, I ain't gonna do that.
If I could see a male walking around and see that he has a camel toe, I am going to kick the nuts out of his jeans.
I think one of my friends posted something. Speaking of which, my friend posted something that said, "If your jeans are tighter than mine, where do you hide your dick and your balls at? Do you just tuck it in? You know what I'm saying?"
That is, and let me give you some advice, folks. Tucking it in is not transgender.
Not nowadays, where you have to, transgender, you got to cut it off. You just
anyway,
man. Anyway,
real talk. I'm trying to be serious here, Jay. Stop making me laugh.
He's not a chick with a dick. He's a man with tits. Oh, sorry, my bad. Thank you, Robin Williams.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got man boobs. It's okay. They're right here. But anyway, what me and Jay Black are trying to tell everybody, be sure that all your ducks are in a row before you start judging other people.
Exactly. Because
if they are not, you are going to be judged by everybody you meet, and guess what? It's not going to be a good feeling.
Nope.
You're going to be sitting there like, well, why the fuck they judging me? Because you just judged the 10 motherfuckers who walked through the room. You don't even fucking know just because of the way they walk, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So millennials, I'm speaking to you right now. I don't like speaking to you. I am speaking to you right fucking now. Millennials, learn how to respect yourself and show respect to people, because guess what? People like myself, people like that man on the other side of the camera have been through more in probably 10 years in our life than your parents ever have, or else they would have taught you how to respect other people.
Yep. That's it. That is right.
We're sitting here on the internet telling you shit. We're talking shit. We're drinking. We're having fun. But you know why we can do this and do it with confidence? Is because we have what you guys do not. And that is called life experience.
Thank you. Jesus, I can't express that enough. Life experience. I'm 36 years old. That man over there is 37 years old. We can tell you about things that you have even no idea about. Shit that'll leave you shocked. I told somebody about my story back in 2009 where I got shot in the back of the head. They're still in shock to this day. Because young kids are like, how'd that happen? How are you still alive? You know? I'm alive for a lot of reasons, you know, but I'm here. And that's why any kind of pain that I go through, I don't mind it, because once you get shot in the back of the head, ain't nothing really worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no idea. Dude, when you get hit the nervous system,
not only once you get shot in the head, when you look in the backseat of your car and see a bullet went through your car seat where your son could have been sitting.
Yep. That changes your entire perspective on shit.
That changes your entire outlook on life. Me getting a call from this man's wife panicking because he was on house arrest at the time, not knowing where he was. At the end of the call, I'm working out of town at the time, of her telling me he got shot. I met her at the hospital. I drove 60 miles in 15 minutes.
Yep.
To be by this man's side and his wife's side. Because you know why? I love them both. They are my family.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, these people today don't know what family is. They think family is only what's inside your household. It is not. They say you can't choose your family. Bullshit, because I have chosen mine.
Yep. 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 That's real shit.
And whether they are in town or 3,000 plus miles away, these motherfuckers know if they need anything, I am there for them, and I know the same.
Exactly. Something happened to him, I'll be on the first plane out, and no questions asked. I'd find a way. That's real shit.
But anyway, since, I'm getting a little emotional here, but it's the alcohol and just the way I'm talking. Do you have anything to add to the end of this video?
Well, two things, sir. I hope that everybody, regardless of how 2017 went for him, whether it was good or bad, whether you got punched in the face or punched in the balls, or you punch somebody in the face or you punch somebody in the balls, it doesn't matter.
Or you punch somebody in the face with your balls.
Well, yes, ball punching. Anyways,
it's like a speed bag on crack.
So if that happened, if your 2017 was mad, I want your 2018 to be great. I want you to be greater than your circumstance, and that's what I wanted you to take in the 2018. I want you to be greater than your circumstance. Your circumstance doesn't have to define you. You define your circumstance. There's so many opportunities that are still left on the table that you can take advantage of in this world. Take advantage of them. Be better than what you are. Be better than what everybody else says you are. And on that note, since we're there, if you like what you see, if you've enjoyed us and you've watched us for the entirety of 2017, we promised you in 2016 that 2017 we were going to give you more content. We were going to give you more gameplays. We were going to give you more of Synful Blaq Entertainment as a whole. We promised you that, and we delivered. 2018 is going to be bigger and badder starting tomorrow. This is January 1st, 2018, the debut of the new show. Or are we doing it Tuesday? We doing it tomorrow or Tuesday?
Let's do it Tuesday. We'll start it on Tuesday. Tomorrow I will have gameplays and shit, but let's start the new show on Tuesday.
All right. So the new show is going to be out Tuesday. The title is still up in the air.
I still like Infamous Sports Talk.
I like it too. I think we got to come up with a graphic or something. I might have to tweak a little bit of something. We might have to make that work. But
it will be a work in progress. As you see if you're watching on YouTube, you can look up Synful Blaq Entertainment or www.youtube.com/JewThompson. But if you look on YouTube right now, we did add a graphic of showing the topics we are talking about. That will be used regularly on the Sports Talk.
Yeah, and we do the Facebook Live thing because we both have amassed a lot of friends and family on Facebook Live, and the main goal is to also get you guys to watch the YouTube show as well. And I hope that you show us love on YouTube because it's going to be off the rails with more fun, with more sports oriented off the rails.
But and there'll only be half-hour segments, so don't worry about sitting here for a long period of time. It'll be only a strictly half-hour show.
Yeah, strictly half hour. It's going to be on the timer too. So once the half hour's up, it's up. So we're going to not try and go too off the rails. But we got to get on a tangent sometimes about certain shit. So
don't get it twisted. This show you're watching right now will still be here on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Yes. Off the rails will continue.
Forever.
So with that being said, Mr. Blaq, what do you got to tell the people?
If you like what you see and you love the content that we deliver on a week-to-week, day-to-day basis, with video games, the sports, all that jazz, however you're watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, we like to have a lot of fun with it. So if you like it and you love it, and I know that you love it because I love it and I love y'all, what I need y'all to go ahead and do is point it to the left on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, you're going to see the best that Synful Blaq Entertainment has to offer. If you're on Facebook and you say, I don't want to do the whole YouTube thing, that's fine too. What you need to go do is hit up SYNFUL space BLAQ space entertainment. Search for it at the top of the Facebook. You'll find it. You'll see the page. Matter of fact, I'm going to post a link to the page as soon as I'm done with the damn video. I've actually, matter of fact, on the YouTube video, on this video right now, when you look at the topic, you should be able to click Synful Blaq Entertainment, hit like. The video is going to be there. And amongst that, and I know normally Big Sin is the one that suggests this too. However, I like to suggest this as well. I want you to enable the push notifications. Big Sin's going to tell you how to do it on YouTube. I'm going to simply how to tell you do it on Facebook. What you go ahead and do is once you like Synful Blaq Entertainment on Facebook, it's a little space with the lines that says get notified when Synful Blaq Entertainment is live, or even better, you can select put post first. So every time the Synful Blaq Entertainment has something new on Facebook, bada boom, realest guys in the room, you're going to see us. How you doing? And that's how we're going to do it. Mr. Sin, tell them how we're going to do it on YouTube, sir.
All righty then. I'm not going to choose no cheesy Enzo Amore quote line. It's okay, Jay Black. I understand. It's okay. Anyway, what I'm going to say to you, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see our little devil icons. If you don't know what they look like, look right there, right to the left where it says anything left to add. You see the picture. If you see that picture on YouTube, and it has a big red button under it that says subscribe, that means your punk ass is not subscribed and you need to. Secondly, you hit that little bell icon, you know, ding, 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 ding. That will let you know when me or this man are live on the channel with gameplays or whatnot doing this shit. Fuck, who knows? I might pop on a random solo fucking video. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. But it could happen. Hit that icon. That way you will know when we are live. As for Facebook, this is still new. You know what? I have a feeling if you follow us on Twitter, we'll have Twitter live coming, Instagram live coming. Who the fuck knows where we're going to go from there? We both have accounts on Mixer. You can hit me up at big_MFN_sin. Jay Black, give him your Mixer account.
All right. It's mixer.com/HollywoodJBlack, twitch.com/HollywoodJBlack, or Synful Blaq Entertainment. Whichever one that you want to do, we're going to be on all of them. Don't you worry about that. I think I'm gonna have a little gameplay tonight before on PlayStation, on YouTube. I gotta get the last little Destiny in on PlayStation before 2017. I don't know. We might see that before I go.
I might do another Assassin's Creed Origins on Mixer. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I got a party to go to tonight. I gotta see if I can. Well, I'll probably fit that in before I go. I mean, after I'm done with the video, we'll figure it out. Or that I got Jello shots I might have to do too. Who knows? Fuck it. It is what it is.
But let me show y'all something. Y'all if it happens this year, you're going to see a sixth one. I know you've already seen the four because I've shown them. My brother got me this for Christmas. I'm gonna show it on Facebook up close real quick. It's number 5 right there.
Boom! Look at that. Look at that.
And now over here on the YouTube, I'm gonna put it up also as soon as the camera feels like switching back over to me. Well, anyway, I don't give a fuck if you see it or not. You see it on Facebook. That is number 5. We are heading for number 6. Oh, there it is. Here, let me throw that up there just for you. But anyway, anybody who knows me knows I'm a diehard Patriots fan and have been since before the dynasty. I am the definition of not a bandwagon guy. But anyway, if you like what we do, like what we say, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, facebook.com. You know, you can just look up Synful Blaq Entertainment and we'll pop right the fuck up. On Twitter, you can add me at Big Sin 1980. You can add him at Hollywood J Black. You can add us on Instagram at the same taglines. But I just want to say that please do not drink and drive tonight. Be safe. If you need to drink, If you need the drink, use Lyft or Uber to get around. If you think the taxis are cheaper, use a taxi. But I don't want to see any of my friends end up on the slab. I don't want to see anybody end up on a slab tonight.
No.
I live in Las Vegas, probably the New Year's capital of the world now, here in Vegas. A lot of shit goes down on New Year's Eve in Vegas. Me, I have to work tomorrow, so probably about 9 o'clock, my ass going to be passed out under my blankets and pillows. But I want to make sure I see all of you there on Facebook. I see all of you on YouTube. I want to see all you motherfuckers in 2018. So from us here at Synful Blaq Entertainment, thank you for a wonderful 2017. We are looking to go up. Like Tech9 says, it only goes up from here in 2018. Daily sports show 2 times a day. I know some of you are probably thinking, where are you guys going to get content? Trust me, sports is a 365, 24/7 thing. We will have content to talk about. So those shows will be live starting on the 2nd. But Mr. Black, I want you to give the family my love always.
Always, sir. We're going to do that.
I want you guys to be safe tonight. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, no. We're going right across the street. Nothing too bad can happen across the street. So, yes, same to you as well. I hope that you and yours stay safe this New Year's. I know you, like I said, you're probably going to be passed out. But for you and your family, like I said, I want to see everybody in 2018. So, it's real shit.
So, with that being said, 2017 here on Synful Blaq Entertainment is a wrap. We will see you guys tomorrow with gameplays. Starting on the 2nd, the new sports show. We don't have an official name for it yet, but we will soon. So we hope to see you guys there or just to check it out. With that being said, we here at Synful Blaq Entertainment love you all. We want you guys to be better in 2018 than you were in 2017. Hopefully better situations. And that's all I got to say, man. Anything else on your end?
No, that's it. Don't mind the crying child. She's just sad because she can't play with her brother's Legos. So you hear that?
Talia, what's up, girl? I'll see you in June or July when I come out there. I'll finally get to meet you.
No. Love you, T. I love you. She flopped. She flopped worse than Marcus Smart in that Boston game.
But anyway, we here at Synful Blaq Entertainment want to wish you a happy New Year. Don't drink. Don't drink and drive. Call Uber. Call Lyft. I know here in Vegas, the local RTC gives free rides on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Take advantage of the soberness. Okay.
Yes. Find a way home, but find a way home safe. That's all I can say about that.
We love you. We'll see you in 2018. This is Synful Blaq Entertainment signing out for the last time in 2017. Deuces.
Deuces.